Did you know that Cameroon once produced oil enough to change the lives of every citizen in this country? Today, that same country is importing fuel from Nigeria. Cannot even sustain a day without Nigerian fuel. Let me tell you exactly what happened. In 1977, oil was discovered in the Rio de Rel Basin in Cameroon's coastal waters. Commercial production started in 1978. There was no time to waste. And by 1985, Cameroon was producing around 186,000 barrels of crude oil every single day. That placed Cameroon among the notable of oil producers in Central and West Africa. They couldn't talk about oil producing countries in Central and West Africa without mentioning the name Cameroon. The money was flowing, the potential was there. But there was already a problem hiding inside that success. Why? It's because back in 1973, before any oil had been found, Cameroon built its own refinery. That means they built a refinery before they even had the oil. It was called the Société Nationale de Raffinage, SONARA. It was located in Limbe, in the southwest region. Now, the refinery was designed to process light crude oil. Where was the crude oil coming from before the discovery of the crude oil? It was coming from Saudi Arabia. This refinery was built to process that crude oil from Saudi Arabia, the light one. That was the plan. Then Cameroon discovered its own oil. And that oil turned out to be heavy crude oil. Remember, the refinery was designed to process light crude oil, but the one in Cameroon was heavy crude oil, a completely different grade. So Nara was not built to process it efficiently. So Cameroon found itself in an absurd situation. Like they are sitting right there, they are sitting on its own oil, exporting it raw to foreign countries, to foreign buyers, then importing refined petroleum product to sell back to its own citizens. You see? The country was selling the raw material and buying back the finished product. Then the oil started declining. Not because it was all gone, but because old fields were depleting and the new ones were not being developed fast enough. Maybe because the people controlling the old fields already had enough money. I can't really say. But that is what happened. Because from 186,000 barrels per day in 1985 just to about 62,000 barrels per day by 2012. That is a decline of 68%. Just in 4 decades. And it even gets worse, because from 2011 to 2016, the Swiss commodity trading giant Glencore, if you trade, you must have heard of Glencore, they admitted to paying bribes worth 11 million US dollars to officials at SONARA and the National Hydrocarbon Corporation just to secure preferential access to Cameroon's oil. The people managing the country's most valuable resources were being paid to give it away at cheaply prices to foreign companies. And it even gets worse because by May 31, 2019, a fire tore through Sonara. The cause was never officially explained. The refinery went silent because it was well burned. The cost of rebuilding it was estimated at around 250 billion francs CFA. As of today, it has not been rebuilt. Sonara is targeting a partial restart only in around December 2017. Well, you know, it might be December 2035. Anyway, we are waiting to see it happen. With no functioning refinery, Cameroon now imports refined oil from border communities in the southwest. So the southwest have been buying fuel from Nigeria. They normally call it fuge. They smuggle it from Nigeria. It has been going for years. Think about it. An oil-producing nation dependent on its neighbor's petrol station. Cameroon still has an estimate of around 200 million barrels of proven oil reserves sitting in the ground untouched, like in the Chad Basin, the Bakassi Peninsula. These oils have been confirmed and they are unexploited. Now ask yourself this question. If your country sits on 200 million barrels of confirmed oil, but its citizens are crossing the border to smuggle fuel from Nigeria, who exactly is that oil serving? Because it's clearly not serving the Cameroonian people. Anyway, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's say your mind, and all want is justice and peace for the nation.